Hello and welcome back to Faith His Podcast. Now, in the past a couple of days, I have the recordings. I'm looking through them, seeing what I should upload, and so I'm going to upload. And we've had mic problems the past couple of days. I actually got the same brand of a mic for an $8 mic to last 3 months. A cheap USB. It's not bad. Okay. So today we'll be focusing on a crucial Senate race. It will be, of course, Evan Bayh, who is a senator and who was the senator from Indiana and the governor of Indiana. Let me get the real clear politics so we can look at the basics. There we go. And you have Todd Young, who's a Republican. The current incumbent is Dan Coates, who's a Republican, and he's leaving. So this is one of those seats where if the Democrats are going to take back the Senate, this is one of those Senate seats where they need to win. I mean, they could win somewhere else, but this is pretty much crucial. It's a very close race, insanely close. You have, actually, we'll just go ahead and focus on all the Midwest races when I say that. Actually, we'll focus on 3 races today: Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin. All 3 are very important. So, you have Evan Bayh, who has a 2.3 point lead. So not a huge lead, but an okay sized lead, I guess you could say. Let's take a look at it. We need to take a look back at the Electoral College, too. I actually did record a video for that, never mind. But Bayh's ahead in basically all of these. Most of these not, but I mean 6 points, 4 points, 7 points, pretty big margins. And then 2 points. And I think Evan Bayh is probably going to win. But this is an insanely crucial Senate race. If the Republicans can hold on to this, that helps them, their hopes of holding a majority. If Democrats can pick this up, that helps them regaining a majority. So there we go. And when I say we're focusing on it, these videos are going to be very basic. We're going to I'm going to explain if it's important or not, and then we're going to look at the polls. Okay, that's what I mean by that. So the Wisconsin Senate race, you have incumbent Senator Ron Johnson, he's running for re-election to his 2nd term. The Senate race has tightened, and then he's against a Democratic challenger, Russ Feingold, who was the United States Senator from 1992 to 2010. He served as a state senator before that, and recently from, I believe, 2013 to 2014, or to 2015, served as the United States Special Envoy to the Great Lakes region of Africa. So he's done some things in his life, and if you know me, I'm a big fan of Russ Feingold. He's one of my heroes, and I'm hoping he can take back his seat. Now, you have the rating from Real Clear Politics, leans Democrat, which I've said it has. The one in Indiana, that's a toss-up. I don't know which way that's going to go. I hope it goes Democrat, but I don't know. Feingold has a 4.7 point lead. Again, not a huge lead, but fairly large. Not fairly large, but, a good lead. Ron Johnson is a Tea Party Republican. Russ Feingold, a liberal, progressive Democrat. So you got a big difference in policy of these two. So I didn't do this on the Wisconsin, and we'll go and look at the Ohio Senate race as well. So you started out Feingold. Feingold has always had a pretty big lead. He's pretty popular up in Wisconsin. It got, actually, let's see, what day was this? I think this was, October 10th, they started getting tight. And then it went up a little, and now it's kind of tight. It's kind of tightening, but he's still ahead. You have, see, the thing with these is, if you look at Wisconsin, the thing is, Wisconsin right now may not be the most progressive state, but if you look at 1900 and 1940s Wisconsin, one of the most progressive state. It was the first state to give women the right to vote. Okay? Wisconsin, Bob LaFollette, John Blaine, all these others. Wisconsin has always had a very progressive tradition. I mean, right now we have two. After this election, when Russ Feingold takes his seat back, both of our senators, Tammy Baldwin and Russ Feingold will be insanely progressive. Tammy Baldwin is one of the most liberal members of Congress. I love her. Now let's go and focus on. Let's look at the Illinois Senate race. You have Tammy Duckworth, a U.S. representative, against Mark Kirk, who is the incumbent United States senator. Mark Kirk identifies as a more of a moderate Republican. Tammy Duckworth, I honestly don't know that much about her policy. I really need to look into it. But you look at Duckworth has a huge lead. Okay? Just gigantic. 13.3 points. That's huge. The rating from Real Clear Politics, likely Dem. I could have said in the past Senate videos I've said and this is one of those seats where if Democrats pick this seat up, it's insanely helpful and it's essential in regaining the Senate. Is this Senate seat along with Wisconsin and Indiana? So I mean, this is a very important seat. Tammy Duckworth has a hell of a chance at winning. Mark Kirk, who actually got endorsed by the Human Rights Campaign, but then he said something along the lines of, your ancestors came here all the way from Thailand, etc. Some attacking her race. And the Human Rights Campaign rescinded their endorsement. Again, Kirk is more of a moderate Republican, but I'd rather see Tammy Duckworth in the Senate. I always say I'd rather see a Democrat than a Republican, and I mean that. Just look at this. Just, oh. That's such a gigantic lead. And since we said Midwest, let's go and look at Ohio. Okay, Iowa, it's Chuck Grassley against, I forgot the Democrat's name, but Chuck Grassley's going to win. He's been in there since the 80s. The Ohio Senate race, you have freshman Rob Portman, but before that, from 1993 to 2010, Rob Portman served as a U.S. representative. Ted Strickland, the Democratic challenger, served as governor of Ohio. Portman has a huge lead there, 14.5 points. Now, I like Ted Strickland. He's a progressive guy. Would I rather have Ted Strickland? Of course. But is Rob Portman some insane right-wing conservative Republican? No, I agree with him on a couple of things. Does that mean I'd rather see him in the Senate, though? Of course not. But this is one of those seats where his lead it was actually pretty tight back in June and July, as you can see. I mean, but then let's see, about here is when he started getting late July, mid of July, and he's just grown. His lead's kind of starting to shrink. That'd be nice if it tightens up and we kind of see a competitive race there. But as it stands right now, predictions are Rob Portman's going to easily hold on to that Senate seat. Now, honestly, let's just go ahead and do another Electoral College video. Wait, let me go and make sure let me go and pause this real quick. Okay, I'm back. I just had to go and log in real quick. Not that you could see the password, I didn't really. That'd be easier. Wisconsin Senate, presidential races. Oh, it's been 2 days since I've uploaded. And I want to point something out here. This is just me personally. I don't care about... If I just get one view on a video, I'm happy. And sorry we've fallen behind the past couple of days. So we haven't done an Electoral College video since the 25th of October. I actually have one recorded. But let's just go ahead and do a new one. It'll be easier. Let me go and close this ad. Here we go. And I am so excited. Oh, fresh map. Oh, let's start looking. Okay, Nevada polls. Let's look it up. Now, as you can see, Clinton's already... Pennsylvania and Virginia aren't even seen as swing states anymore because her lead is just so large there. So she really only needs to pick... If she wins Wisconsin and, say, Nevada, she wins. So, Can't believe Wisconsin still marked as a swing state. Let's take a look at Nevada. Let's actually, can I do the presidential four-way, or do you not? Yeah, I don't see that. What happened? Now Trump's leading, and since the last video, Clinton, this is actually better because I recorded the, last time I recorded, Trump was behind in Nevada. Jesus, no, turn that red, please. Oh, Oh my God. I need to see what else has changed. Because it has tightened up in the past week, and lots of people keep blowing Trump off. No, he's ahead in Nevada now. He's ahead in Iowa. He's ahead in Ohio. He's ahead in Georgia. He's ahead in Florida. Quit blowing him off. It's really like it has tightened. So Arizona, I've always kind of, I haven't always said this, but this is gonna. The Clinton landslide that everybody was looking at, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not anymore. Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about a Clinton landslide. Yeah, not anymore. Trump's at 6 points. I've always said that'd be nice if that could go to Evan McMullin, but it's probably not going to. Look, Trump's at 180 now, and he just went up insanely. Jeez. Let's take a look at Iowa, and we will look. Last time we didn't look at the congressional districts. We'll go and do that in this video. Oh wow, this race has tightened. Oh, this is tight. Trump's barely ahead in Iowa, but he's ahead there. I think Wisconsin will give Hillary a breath of fresh air. Yeah, Clinton has a pretty big lead. After some bad news, there we go. Clinton's 2 more electoral votes. She wins New Hampshire. She's got it. Ohio. I think Trump's ahead in Ohio. I don't know about how much though. But yeah. Wisconsin. She needed that win in Wisconsin right there. And when I say she needed that, because if she doesn't win New Hampshire, he could sweep the rest of the board right here. These congressional districts might be the ones that save her. Trump's ahead in Ohio. There we go. Give him that. Let's go and look at Florida now. Now, in the last video I did that I didn't upload, Trump was ahead in Florida, so something might have changed. Hopefully. Here we go, Florida. And I look at the average. Okay, that's better. The last time he had a 3-point lead there. That's slimmed down a bit. But, that's still bad. Look at that. See how close this is? Now let's look at Georgia. I think Georgia's going to go to Trump. See, if you would have asked me a month ago, nobody would have thought he would. Everyone kind of thought Iowa was going to go to him, and Ohio might. But no one thought Nevada and Florida would. Nope. Wow. He still has, his lead is growing, and look how close this is. Jeez. If she doesn't win New Hampshire and North Carolina, Trump wins. Unless she wins those congressional districts. They're close in Florida, though. Trump's ahead in North Carolina. Oh my God. It's all coming down to New Hampshire. And I was reading this, I think it was Politico, or could the Electoral College be deadlocked? It sure as hell could. Look at this. It sure as hell could. Clinton has the lead there. She wins New Hampshire. She wins the presidency. There we go. Barely edging out Trump. God, that's close. Look at that in a second. Barely. Let's look at those congressional districts. I don't know if I can find polls for there, but usually that... let's see here. I'm trying to, Uh, is that Kansas or Nebraska? That's Nebraska. Why am I looking up Kansas? Jesus. Alright, so since that's in Maine, that's gonna go blue probably. And then Kansas, I think that went blue for Obama too, both times. What was that? Yeah, give me this little info right here. If you could show me some polls. That's actually kind of cool. So as it stands right now, this is what the Electoral College meant. As of now, if all these leads maintain, this is what it's going to look like. 273 to 265. That is in no means a landslide. Look at this. He won North Carolina if he wins like this. North Carolina, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, Nevada, Iowa. Those are major swing states. And Clinton wins, like, literally the only two states on here that were marked as swing states that she won was New Hampshire and Wisconsin. Everywhere else, she lost. Jeez. This is a insane turn of events. I would never have suspected this if you told me this would happen a month ago. Oh, this is big news. This is a lot of change. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll do a Senate. I'm gonna go and record a Senate video by myself, get those uploaded. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.